Well, welcome back. We've ended the strumming part of this tutorial series, but we're still on the right hand, and now we're going to look at fingerpicking. Fingerpicking is a beautiful way of playing the guitar, the banjo, or the ukulele. The cool thing about ukulele and banjolele, like this, is you only have 4 strings and we've only got 4 fingers. In fact, because we're going to be using our thumb, we're not even going to use our pinky. So I'm just going to disregard the pinky completely. We've got our thumb, our index, our middle, and our ring finger. T, I, M, R. Some books you'll see the letter P, that stands for Pollux or whatever. Don't worry about it. Just read the description in the book and it'll give you everything you need to know about which part you're going to use. I don't want to get into technical stuff too much in these video lessons. This is about practical. So hopefully you've got your ukulele with you right now. Let's go and have a look at some of these picking patterns. So what you want to do, one of the most important things is to try and minimize the motion of your hand. You don't want to be plucking like that. That's going to slow you down. What you want is to try and keep the back of your hand as still as possible so that your fingers are doing the work, but your hand is keeping still. Alright? So what we're going to do is we're going to assign the G string, the top string, is mostly going to be your thumb. Then the C string, which is the second from the top, is mostly going to be your index finger. Then you've got the E string, which is mostly going to be your middle finger. And then the A string is going to be, the very bottom one, is going to be your ring finger. So this first strumming pattern, or picking pattern, sorry, is going to be pretty straightforward. Because all I want you to do is put the tips of those fingers on their assigned strings. And all you're going to do is go thumb, index, middle, ring. Thumb, index, middle. Oh, sorry, I'm trying to watch the video over here. I need to concentrate. So. I can do it with a bit of a swing feel. Or I can do it straight. And of course you can see I'm trying to keep my hand relatively still. Now you'll know you're getting this wrong if you're doing this. It's hard to then come back down to the strings. What you want to really do is keep your hand as still as possible and let the fingers just come to where they naturally should be. This is probably the most important one to practice. That's why I put it first. It just teaches your hand how to hold in space and use the correct fingers. Now, there's no hard and fast rules with finger picking. You can use your pinky, for example, but for the most part, this is what we're going to do. Alright, so we're going to play this now, but we're going to do a slightly different variation. Instead of just going down, which would be the same as just strumming down. So why learn that? Because we can just do that with one pinky or one thumb or with the plectrum quite easy. What we're going to do is go down and then up. So we're going to go like this. Thumb, thumb, index, middle, ring, middle, index, thumb. So we're going to go down each of the strings and then come straight back up again. And that will give us a grand total of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And since we're in 6, that means we could do it as triplets. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Now there's no money for guessing which song this comes from, but listen to this. It's the picking pattern for Hallelujah. So with that lovely sound of each individual string. So what was I doing there? I was starting on C and I went 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then I changed to A minor. Now you need to try that, but you need to go really, really slowly. If you're battling to get to those strings, just take your time. This takes a bit of practice, getting used to getting those strings. If sometimes you grab the wrong string or something like that, don't beat yourself up. Just take your time. I was really bad at this when I started. Let's go. You want to play with me? Let's play really slowly. 2 counts of 3. Holding C chord. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Change. 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 Now with finger picking, you might want to grow the nails on your left hand, on your right hand a little bit. It's almost like the opposite. Your left hand, your fretting hand, should be very short nails all the time, and your right hand long nails. I do a lot of woodwork, so I've got to keep everything short. Otherwise, so my nails are just long enough to grab the strings, and that's fine. If you bite your nails, naughty, naughty, very naughty. Keep biting your left hand. No, don't. Alright, so let's have a look at a finger picking pattern now. This one is kind of cool. We're going to pair the strings off. We're going to go thumb, middle. Okay, so we're going to go. So it's thumb and then middle on the bottom string. So thumb on the C. Let's bring it closer. Thumb on the C. Then middle finger on the bottom string, then thumb on the G, and then pointer finger on the second from the bottom. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. You can do them straight, or you can do them as a shuffle pattern. Remember shuffles from earlier video? 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, a 1. But I think you should go straight at first. Let's see if we can get this a little closer. So. I like to practice these while I watch TV, just really softly, so I don't irritate other people in the room too much. And we'll end off with a really easy concept, but this one bears good fruit. So this is what I call pinching, and all you're going to do is you're going to pinch the top 2 strings first, and then the bottom 2 strings. So sorry, that was very unclear, terrible explanation. Watch here. The top string and the second from the bottom together, and then you go down to those 2 strings. So you're just pinching those 2 and then those. Can't do that with guitar very easily. So what you're doing is G string and E string, followed by C string and A string. Now with a bit of practice, you'll get this really far. And what's cool about this is it's kind of like, not an arpeggio, but by completing the cycle you get all the notes of the chord in there, but they're not quite simple, just single tones like when you're doing normal finger picking. You've got a bit of harmony going on there, and the harmonies blend together and you make the chord. So C chord would be A minor, G, alright. So that's it for this video, and I think we're coming up for the end of the series. We'll just see how we go for time. Join me on the next one.